I must have slipped.
People think slip and falls are mostly a scam, a fraud, a phony insurance claim, and some are. But in fact, less than 10% of slip and falls are fakes. Over 90% are very real. They tend to be devastating accidents. Statistically, they favor elderly people, shattering their hips, taking seemingly forever to heal, stealing their independence as they can't walk or get around.
Somewhere between 40 and 50% of the elderly fall every year. 60% of nursing home residents fall every year. 90% of all fractures in people 70 years or older are relative to a fall. The predominance of those are hip fractures. Falling is a huge fear among the elderly due to the concerns for a life-altering injury that would limit their ability to care for themselves. Because of this, they alter their daily lifestyles and stop going out into society or stay home and depend on others more than they need to.
$60 billion a year. That's what we spend paying hospital bills, cleaning up the litigation mess, repairing broken bones. Ironically, for a very predictable issue that shouldn't even exist anymore. Because if you think about it, why are floors slippery? Well, let's see. They're flat, smooth, and shiny. To clean floors, we use soaps, which are very slippery, and waxes, almost always slick, and we coat our floors with both. It's not a big stretch to imagine what happens when things get wet. What we have is a huge percentage of our walking floors transforming into unwanted ice skating rinks when they get wet.
It is very important that the consumer understand that most slips and falls can be prevented. One of the things all the experts agree is that not all floor tile is the same. Certain products today offer a greater slip resistance benefit than others. The consumer today has thousands of choices when selecting floor covering materials, and oftentimes don't understand that some offer greater safety benefits than others. This is also true of floor cleaners. Not all floor cleaning products are the same. Some products contain heavy fragrances and leave slippery films, oftentimes compounding the number of slips and falls that take place.
We assume floors and cleaning products are tested. They're not. If tile gets wet, it can be treacherous. And this is a bad place for floors without standards.
Today, the consumer really has no baseline to make an informed decision on the choice of a product for slip resistance in their home. The evolution of testing is going to offer the consumer a number which is comparable to other products throughout the industry that let them make an informed decision with respect to the slip resistance of a product.
They're just waiting for the unwary. Ironically, we create most of the slip and falls.
We have done our job in the plant to assure that that product is a safe product. The installer has to install it properly, and the end user, whether it be a housewife or whether it be a restaurant owner, must maintain that floor to make sure that it remains a safe floor, which primarily revolves around whether it's slippery, whether it's maintained with cleaning compounds that perhaps add to the slipperiness of the floor, or whether it's just not maintained at all.
What's important is that the consumer understand that they now have an opportunity to select the right type of floor, combine that with the right cleaning procedure, and in the end, reduce the number of accidents.
What's left of his life is ruined now. He's crippled by an accident that was totally, completely preventable. We have the knowledge and science to make floors what they should be. All we need now is for the public to demand it.
Slips and falls transcend all demographics of our society. It occurs in children all the way up to the elderly. According to the Center for Disease Control statistics, falls are the leading cause of injury-related visits to the emergency rooms in the United States.